ahead. We are going to jump on to our next shop up, and we've got Terry up here. And you're super welcome, Erica. Glad to help you out there. All right, guys, let's go ahead. We're going to check out Terry's shop next. And would you look at this? Crystals. We got crystals galore. I love it. I've actually was shopping for some crystals today. I would like to put some crystals on the bookshelf here behind me that I just got set up. So maybe I'll find something in your shop, but I'm looking for something big, something really cool. But let's see. Already off to the races. You are doing great so far, Terry. We've got 28 sales. You're already a star seller, which is wonderful to be getting that star seller badge so quickly. And yeah, you got some cool crystals. So I always recommend to look at what it is that you're making sales on. You know, if you have a theme or if you notice a trend occurring where you're making a lot of sales on one specific kind of product, then go ahead and try and sell, that you will go ahead and try and sell more of those. Taryn, don't worry, we'll get to you. We had Terry before on another shop review, and we didn't get to her at all that shop review, so that's why we put her and a couple other people up above. So we will get to you for sure today. You're number 5 on the list because we had 3 people that we totally missed on our last shop review. So don't worry about it though. We'll get to you. We've got time to make it to, I think, everybody today. So let's see. Onyx bowls, that's what you're selling, Terry. And it looks like that is kind of the winning thing for you. So I see that this item is sold out. It's not available. And it's probably because it's kind of like a one of a kind sort of item. But I would recommend as much as you can to keep those listings active. So if a listing sells, it's really good to keep that listing active, to just renew it and then sell the same product again. And the reason is now that listing has a good track record. It's shown Etsy like, hey, this listing is worth showing up in the search results because it actually makes sales and people buy this thing. So I understand that you probably let it expire and go away because you don't exactly have this same bowl again. And I'm guessing it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, it's going to same kind of thing with all these. So if you have, for example, obviously, if you're selling a hand-carved onyx bowl, it's not going to, they're all unique, right? It's a rock, the rocks are not going to be made exactly the same. However, if it is a very similar kind of look, but it's just a little bit different, then I would keep the listing active, and I would put a note on every listing that says something like all items are unique, as every stone is unique and everything is unique, sort of a thing. But so your bowl is not going to look exactly the same. Now, if you don't have a stone that looks anything like that one, it's going to, like these two are pretty far apart. I don't think these would be considered the same thing. These look totally different. So that wouldn't really qualify. But if you had some that were very similar, then I'd highly recommend keeping that listing active and then just reselling it again. And you could even take photos of the next one that you have and swapping them out. If it's the same overall kind of rock, stone, and so on, it's really good to keep those listings active instead of letting them expire after they sell, because you've now Etsy knows that's a listing that sells. It has a good track record. It has a good reputation with Etsy. So that's just something to think about there. So let's see what else we have here. So the one thing on your photos here, your photos of your bowls, because let's talk about the bowls. We've already been talking about those. You've got your photos all over the place, and some of them are definitely better than others. Like for example, like I think this crystal candle has a really nice looking photo, and the background looks pretty good overall behind it. And like this bowl here, this crystal bowl looks nice. I like the green and I like the earth colors behind it. I think green is such a great background. Grass is such a great background because it just brings a lot of liveliness and a lot of life into your photos. Even something like that. This photo, not so great. So on your bolds, at least, I would say, try to get a you don't have to shoot them in exactly the same spot every time, but you always want to be shooting it in the ideal kind of a setup. Um, so do you mean keep the title and description and swap out the photo? Yes, if the product is pretty much the same, you know, maybe these are pretty much, I don't even, I guess maybe you'd have to swap the photo out on these because they are kind of a different shape, but it's pretty much the same product. I don't even know if you need to. Yeah, you could literally just keep the listing, keep the title and the description, everything exactly the same, and just swap the photos out. That'd be great. Or if it's close enough, like if the colors and the shape are similar enough, like I feel like these two are almost similar enough. Maybe not quite. They're close, but it's a very different shape, so it wouldn't really work. That one you'd probably just want to keep the listing active and swap the photos out. Now, what I would say though is like this one, I don't like the look of it as much, the black background that it's sitting on, whatever that is, and the lighting just looks a lot more cold and sterile, kind of like a LED lighting. So this one I can tell was taken, these photos are taken outside, it's got natural lighting, and it just looks a lot better in my opinion. So with your bowls, what would be best for you to do is to kind of set up the same area every time, but I'd really recommend bringing in some green, like this one I think is one of your better ones. It's green, it's really pretty, and it's got a lot of, you've got some grass and stuff. Like even this one is a great photo, leaves, it's really pretty. Whereas compared to this one's just not nearly as enchanting, it's just not nearly as romantic. So that's my big suggestion. Have a consistent staging spot for your product photos, and make sure that it's bright and you have natural lighting as much as possible. And even if you need to do a photo shoot one day and you just got to schedule it, when I do my photo shoots, I schedule like, okay, I got to get all these, photos shot at this time because that's the ideal lighting. Like I would prefer to shoot during the day when I have natural light coming through the window versus in the evening when I've got to use the, lights only from my ring light or something like that.